So there's something that we need to have a discussion about in metal that I'm just kind of has been bugging me, kind of been bothering me for a little bit. To head off anything, if you watch this and you comment, well, why are you such a hater and all of the why this is your bad opinion, dude, I don't care. This is just my opinion on this, and this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute because I've seen it kind of start to develop, pick up speed, and it's become more and more common. It's just something that is like a weird pet peeve of mine. It's kind of started to bother me and started to like really get me kind of down when it comes to listening to extreme music or whatever, metal and deathcore, etc., so on and so forth. It's almost gotten to the point where it's made it hard to listen to in some cases, in my personal opinion too. But anyway, what this is that I feel like there has been a weird shift when it comes to extreme vocals where everything has to be over the top all the time. And everything has to be crazy, and everything has to be these vocal Olympics, and everything has to just, every other line has to be something crazy and wild. And it's grating in some way. Let me preface this by saying that I don't think that progress is bad. I don't think that like new techniques coming out, new things developing is a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Dickie Allen started it with Infinite Annihilator. Ben Doer's been doing it for, a while with Shadow Intent. And these guys that have done these things, and of course, Will Ramos and whatever, all of these guys that have developed these things and all of these new techniques and all of these different creative influences. But I think it's become a little much. I stumbled upon this video the other day, and like a lot of the comments are kind of mixed on this too. But this is a very interesting blend of genres, by the way. I will mention, what we're about to check out. It's like EDM and stuff. But I just thought it was really funny because this video that I found, this guy's replying to the comment on TikTok with this video, and the comment being, "I blame Lorna Shore," and you'll see why here in a second. Let's just go ahead and go. All right. Yeah, EDM is not my thing. Electronic music is not really that's not really my thing. But anyway, so you have that, right? And I was confused too at first. He was singing about snails, but it's just like something that he's the front man of a band, and they did a crossover with literally the band's called Snails, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, of course, nothing particularly wrong with this, but what stood out to me, number one, again, it's just the copy and paste technique stuff that is bothering me. You know what I mean? And you see Alex Terrible doing the alligator growl stuff he do, but I don't know. It's like something I cannot put my finger on specifically that bothers me so bad about this. And even when I started learning and doing harsh vocals, and when I wanted to learn to do it, I listened to a lot of Dickie Allen and Ben Doer and Will Ramos and guys like that, and took a lot of the inspiration. But I didn't want personally to try to emulate and be them and copy their kind of techniques. And did I take some influence? Sure, but I think even then it kind of got baked into how I learned to scream because of that. And there's good things and bad things in that, but I think this is like making this vocal Olympic type thing in some way, that every line has to be something crazy. Every delivery has to be crazy and wild and like stunning. Just simple is better in some cases. And it doesn't always have to be, every song doesn't have to have these crazy deliveries, these crazy lines. And then you get into stuff like this. I think this was interesting, and a lot of people were like hating in the comments and stuff. And it's all blaming Lorna Shore, and I think that's funny. Infinite Annihilator was doing this before Lorna Shore. I mean, and Shadow of Intent was doing the kind of stuff like this. So it's just like there's and many others. Job for a Cowboy. It's hard for me to like look at something like this and be like, dude, that's super cool. Like I said, it's this is just my opinion on stuff. I just wanted to make a video kind of on it because I think it's becoming so ingrained in this new, I don't even know what you want to call it, this generation, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, of heavy vocals and artists that want to come up and do music like this and do music in these genres. If you're a fan of it, you're a fan of it, and that's fine. You're entitled to like it, and I'm not saying that like you're an idiot or something for liking it. I just personally, to me, as an artist, I don't see that being a good thing, that everybody's starting to do the same thing over and over again. But I will say though, the production that they were doing in there with all of the kind of uppers and downs and stuff to make harsh vocals like that, like an EDM song, is pretty cool. That's pretty impressive that you're taking one style and you're kind of turning it into something that is a complete opposite, complete juxtaposition of the genre, something completely and totally different. That was really cool. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, guys, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.